Have you ever met someone so arrogant they'd risk hundreds of lives for money? Yeah, I wish I was making this up. A few years ago, I took my 12-year-old daughter to the community pool. It was supposed to be just a normal Saturday afternoon swim. She hadn't been in the water for more than 20 minutes when she came running out crying. Her skin blotchy and red, like it was bubbling in spots. At first, I thought maybe she'd gotten too much sun, but when I touched her arms, they felt almost burned. We rushed her to urgent care, and the doctor told us it looked like a chemical burn. That made no sense until he asked, "Where were you right before this?" And we told him the pool. The next day, furious, I marched into the pool office and demanded to speak with the manager. This guy, I don't even know how to describe him except smug. I explained what happened and told him the water needed to be tested immediately. He brushed it off like I was some overreacting parent. His exact words were, "Sir, we maintain our pools to industry standards. Changing out the water costs thousands of dollars. We can't just drain it every time someone gets a little rash." I told him it wasn't a rash, it was a burn. I even showed him pictures the doctor had taken. He smirked and said, "Well, then maybe she just has sensitive skin." Not my problem. I kept pushing, raising my voice, threatening to report him to the health department. That's when he leaned back in his chair and said, "If you don't like how we run things here, don't come back." And then he actually banned my daughter and me from the pool. I was stunned. My daughter cried in the car the whole way home because she thought it was her fault. I filed a complaint with the city, but you know how bureaucracy is, paperwork, and we'll look into it. Meanwhile, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was really, really wrong. Then Monday came. My daughter's whole grade had a field trip to that very same pool. She begged me to let her skip since she was technically banned, and I let her stay home. At the time, I felt guilty, like I was keeping her from being with her friends. That afternoon, I got the first call from another parent. Then the news alert started, then the screaming. The chemicals in that pool were way beyond unsafe. Turns out the filtration system had been malfunctioning for weeks, and instead of fixing it, the manager kept dumping in more and more cleaning agents to balance things out. When 100+ kids jumped in at once, the water basically turned into acid. Every single child and teacher who went into that pool ended up with severe chemical burns. They rushed them to multiple hospitals. Out of 113 people exposed, 112 died within the week. Only my daughter survived because she was banned. You don't know what survivor's guilt is until you tuck your kid in at night knowing that every other parent in your community is tucking their kid into the ground instead. The trial was brutal. The manager sat there stone-faced, still insisting it was an unforeseeable accident. The jury didn't buy it. He was convicted of 112 counts of negligent homicide and sentenced to 5 life sentences without parole. Honestly, it still doesn't feel like enough. I look at my daughter now older, scarred emotionally if not physically, and I can't stop thinking. All of this happened because one man decided money mattered more than safety. One arrogant, greedy man. So yeah, I've met someone like that, and I'll never forget it.